Okay, that is some consistent bit right there. And um Twitch is saying excellent, so I can only expect that to be a good thing. Cool. All right, this looks stable. I'll stick with this setting for now. Um, and then yeah, let's take a quick look to see. Nope, nope, nobody submitted yet. Darn. Okay, so yeah, if you enter on the good old Twitch chat and pull in exclamation point submit, you should be able to submit your game. I already did this. I'm good. So, well, in the meantime, am I also listed under the Ludum Dare Twitch channel stuff? Let's take a quick look. I should be. Yep, I am right there. Sweet. Awesome. So, yar. I could just get started on playing a random game and then calling it a day. Yeah, let's go with all games. And like I said, I will go through this list. In theory, it should be up to date and it should be updating as soon as anyone happens to hop on and watch. But yar, uh, enough of me waffling around. Um, Gonna just choose that one that looks pretty and move on from there. Uh, I don't know. The Balancing of the Hill House sounds kind of amazing. Your late aunt, your late aunt Sally has bequeathed you with her house, which sits precariously atop a hill. Over the years, your aunt has achieved a very delicate equilibrium within the house with the placement of furniture, which she hoarded. Now that it's time for you to move in, it's time to move all of her old rusty things out. Push items to the front door for movers to pick up. They will carry items away as fast as they can. The more items the estate sales company picks up, the more money you make. They're on a strict schedule, so move quickly, but be careful not to let one side of the house get too heavy. Up, down, left, right. Extract, zip, find ludumdare.exe to launch the game. All right, let's see how this goes. Uh, sure. Where does this get saved? Oh, it gets saved in this weird place. Well, why not, right? Yeah. And there's an EXE in here, the Ludum 49 EXE. Sure, run anyways. Oh, hey, it worked. Uh, House is stable. House is tipping to the right, and now it's stable. Okay. So it's a bit of an interesting puzzle game-y kind of concept. It's tipping too much to the left. Uh, cool. Now it's tipping to the right. Now it's tipping to the left. Tipping to the right. Sure, I'll move this chair. Now it's tipping to the left. Uh, what happens if I move this to the right? Okay, well, it doesn't make any changes apparently. To the right. It's a Sokoban game. Oh, you're right. Nice. That's a neat shortcut. Left, to the right, to the right. Now it's going to off to the left. Now it's going off to the right. Now to the left. Now it's stable. Boop. This looks like a game maker sprite. It's going too far to the left. I can just pop that off. Now it's too much to the right. Pop this off. Now it's stable. Not exactly the most sophisticated balancing algorithm here. I wonder what the movers think. It's like, oh no, what's wrong with this house? Oh, too much to the left. There's only one extra bed. Oh, now it's stable. Cool. Did we do it? Nice. And apparently that's it. So it took like a Sokoban format where all you can do is push furniture and then handle like all these sort of puzzly elements to it. Um, I know this is a mono game, so out of pure curiosity, right now the house is stable, but it's tipping to the right. What happens if we go all the way to the right? Move item left. No. Game over. The movers will still take these furnitures, right? Apparently the answer is no, they won't. Interesting. Oh, no, they will. But the game is apparently over. Oh, you can ungame over. Interesting. Now, I did soft lock myself here, so it's not like I have a lot of choices there, but interesting. You can ungame over in this game. And now I game overed. Anyways, no, this was a cute idea. I mean, it does feel like it was kind of made very quickly. Obviously, it's using some pre-made assets since I was saying like that character looks like. Is that character from Stardew Valley? Hmm. Uh, I wonder if it is from Stardew Valley. But yeah, no, that's kind of a interesting idea. Uh, well, I'm gonna bookmark this for now, and then probably talk about ratings later. I will say at its core, the I get the sense it's a fairly early game, but I also get the sense that the developers of this game, at the very least, knows programming somewhat well. So conceptually, like I think it's kind of interesting as using the Sokoban format, which is of course this very tried and true format for these kind of things, to develop this really interesting puzzle idea, right? Of keeping things in balance while also trying to maintain the fact that you can still keep pushing the furniture without other furnitures getting in the way. So makes sense. Um, Obviously, the game was sort of laid out with all the furniture sprawled in such a way that it's relatively easy to remove all of them. And at least for me, like I quickly figured out how to do that within the first shot, and that was it. I don't know, I didn't feel extra, um, I didn't feel extra challenged conceptually in that sense. Uh, but I did think that it was an interesting experience. There was certainly an interesting puzzle there, right? I just did think that the lack of polish, there's no sound effects, the animations are not there. Um, I guess, in a sense, there was supposed to be, it kind of brought back the traditional Sokoban game format, which I liked, but also, doesn't really do much favors for anyone who does not have nostalgia for that specific game. So, like, there was just these, like, minor polish details that I kind of would have liked to see that probably would have helped in my understanding of the game. It might have also been interesting to see it sort of in real time, like how I like that the furniture were all bolted down because it made the game easier, but I also sort of wanted to see like the whole entire house, like the floors tip over, and there's some sort of like sliding, almost like a sliding animation or even like a ground shake animation to kind of imply that one side of the house is leaning a little too far versus the other. Um, oh, the other thing was like you can undo your game over stuff, which just did feel a little rushed in that sense. Um, Interesting ideas. Uh, Certainly taking a core game idea that already existed and twisting it and utilizing it in an interesting degree. It's adding a new dimension to it, a new task behind it, that certainly adds, I think, to the experience. Um, but I was kind of surprised, not by much. So that's a little weird, but yeah, I guess I wasn't too impressed by the addition of that rule. Um, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Well, I guess moving on, let's see if there's been a new entry. Cthulhu goes to work. Battle Coder, I assume they are on stream right now. I'm trying my best to keep track of the comments thread, so if you are here, do feel free to post. Hello, Battle Coder. Yes, you are online. Sweet. And I should, before I go too far, let me do one thing real quick. Let me add in an entry atop here, and I will mark this as played, not commented. Yep. Cthulhu goes to work. You must help Cthulhu on his job. Keep the food tray balanced. Click. Bunch of stuff. Is there any preference as to whether I should use the web version or the zip? I assume this is sort of like a Unity game. Oh, no, it's a Godot game. Interesting. The web version works well. Okay. How to play. You must help Cthulhu on his job. Keep the food trays balanced. Oh, okay. Click on an item to pick it, and then click again to release it. Items will disappear after a while, so be careful. Dropped items decreases your score. Survive as long as you can. Note for Linux users. You need to enable the executable flag after unzipping because zip removes that entirely. Yes, it's kind of annoying. Oh, okay, it's exactly the same thing as before. October 31st, 2021. Click to continue. What? Who has awoken me from my slumber? Well, sir, who art thou, insignificant one? I'm Bill, O magnificent sir. Tell me, Bill, before I send thee to oblivion, why do you dare to wake me up before the end of time? It was as a thought order, magnificent sir. Oh, um, okay. What did they say? Have you heard about the unstable economy? Really, magnificent sir? No, Bill, I've been asleep. Well, the thing is, we have no souls to spend. We're out of virgins to sacrifice. That's concerning. And our recruitment team is out of new ideas, so... So what? Speak! I found you a job, sir? Alright? Okay. Oh, you need to actually drop. Interesting. I'm so used to the drag and drop format that I don't realize that you're supposed to like click to let go. Oh no, that's fading out. I mean, Cthulhu looks pretty happy. Love the voice acting. Thanks. Oh no! Well, I guess I don't need to be careful anymore. This sounds like what Cthulhu would do anyways. Okay, so it gives you a 10-second grace period. Interesting. Oh, and oh, that's nice. You have an actual additional animation to um balance things out. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed by the click to let go interface. Yay. Uh, uh. Okay, it's a little hard to grab things from the midair. The artwork is really nice too, well done. Ah, I feel like the grace period is a little too generous. So the number of item increases, I guess. I'm trying to discern how the difficulty level is increased. Oh, okay, so that's how you lose score. Interesting. I mean, you can flip a cup upside down and not lose a score that way. It all makes sense, okay? Oh, my goodness! Who would have thought that cake would be the ultimate demise of Cthulhu? Oh, you can clip. Interesting. Oh, that's how you swap items. Okay. I don't think that was intentional, but that's a happy accident. Oh, okay. It doesn't like that. Oh, okay. It doesn't like that at all. Oh, po, 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 po. Oh, it's nicely balanced. Now it's not nicely balanced. Now it's nicely balanced. Oh gosh, the rate. Okay. Okay, Cthulhu. This is now your thing, okay? Oh, po, 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 po. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, I am just losing score so quickly. There's no point in me balancing this out anymore. Uh, 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 I can just juggle. I can just juggle all day. Okay, I cannot juggle all day. Da, 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 da. Okay. Uh, uh. Okay. Okay. No, no, nothing's okay anymore. I mean, I'm glad that things are falling in slow motion, but I have to ask, how actually large unit-wise are these items supposed to be? Because it sure feels like they're larger than the game engine certainly interprets these as larger than they actually appear. Like we're talking like 3 or 4 meters large, and thus the reason why I think all of these items uh, happens to feel like they fall slower than they actually would in real life. Uh, no, oh no. Uh, yeah, I am not going to score any higher than where it is right now. So I should just call it quits. Ah. There's absolutely no correlation in reality and the physics we used. Physics. Also, psychic. Math makes sense. Neat. Yeah, this is pretty cute. Cthulhu goes to work. I mean, like I said, I thought it was kind of cute. Um, Graphic was certainly fantastic. Yeah, what are your thoughts on me, like, am I the only one who loses in like 20 seconds? I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Um, this was the first time using Godot, so it was a lot of trial and error. Makes sense. Um, yeah, cakes are evil. Great feedback. Definitely drag and drop was more intuitive, but it was a recipe for disaster with collision, so we decided to go with clicked. Oh, interesting. So that was the decision-making process behind that. Ha. Huh. Okay. Uh, I thought this was cute. The graphics in particular is fantastic. Definitely high score right there. And I mean, it's just the initial joke, I know, but I did find it entertaining, at least that initial cutscene. So writing is pretty good there too. Um, I did think that, yeah, I have a little bit of mixed feelings on the way the game balancing, no pun intended, works when it comes to like how quickly it ramps up on the items dropping, how much each item takes away from your score, consequently, and so forth. There's a lot of like at some point in this game, it's unavoidable that you have to overwhelm the player to a point where they like have to quit the game, right? Um, there was certainly a point where I felt compelled to quit the game because I realized I wasn't scoring any higher. So there was that element to it, which I have some mixed feelings about, um, in the sense that, like, I didn't feel like I quit the game um, because the game became too difficult, but more like there was a point in the game where I felt like it was not worth playing anymore because I wasn't making any more progress, if that makes any sense. Um, Certainly the fact that I got to a point where I realized like, you know, I wasn't scoring any higher probably is a good thing. Like you certainly want to get to a point where you want to discourage the player from dropping all the items too quickly and like disregarding it. But so I mean, like in my opinion, that wasn't exactly a bad thing per se. But I don't know how to present that in such a way that makes a player go like, I don't want to play this anymore, right? So there was that. The game design itself was fairly easy to comprehend. I understood it pretty quickly. Um, it might be interesting to like add in perhaps a time limit where it just flat out stops a game entirely and that's your score. Or like maybe there are stages too, right? That might be another way of kind of solving this problem of um, not feeling like you're overwhelming the player by kind of staging everything from easy mode to then harder and so forth, so that at least there's a feeling of progression. I don't know. That's just a throwaway idea I have with this game. Oh, we didn't have enough time to do that. Fair enough. Um, no, I kind of I did it gave me a short burst of enjoyment. I do confess that it's a very arcadey game, so I don't really see myself playing this more as a consequence of that. But I certainly would like to see a lot more improved on it because there's clearly a level of polish that and standards that your team has, right? Um, like I said, the artwork is great. Certainly, the music was pretty like it was ho hum, but it worked for the specific purpose of the game. Like clearly, Cthulhu isn't there to have fun. I did find that spatial expression to be really entertaining. Um, could have used a little more sound effects. I certainly would have liked to see like splotches and blops just to kind of like give a little more tactical feel to dragging and dropping a bunch of things. But like I was entertained regardless. So I will rate this later and provide comments just for the sake of keeping these expedient. So I will mark this as played not commented yet. The Forgotten World by Queens of Squiggles. They are on Twitch. So Queens of Squiggles, are you online? While I do that, I should try download. Oh, this is just it's an itch.io game. Okay, cool. The Forgotten World. Blarg, blarg, blarg. Bunch of. Let me drink a little bit of water before I start here. Basic outline. There was a fissure in the middle of town and you fell into it. You found a strange fungal waste, some friendly creatures and some not so friendly creatures. The web version should work just as well as the desktop version. If you get stutter or something, maybe switch to a desktop version for better performance. Woo! All right. The controller gamepad. Theoretically, this game has full controller compatibility. I was only able to test with the knockoff Xbox 360 USB controllers. I can't say if any controller would work. Hello, hi. You must be like a carbon copy of me. It uses Godot built-in controller support, so I'm hoping it works for you too. Oh, another Godot entry. That's cool. Um, movement, WASDA, arrow keys to interact, proceed dialogue, Z, enter, left click, mouse click. Okay. This confession, this instructions is a little hard to read. Um, I'm assuming Z and WASDA is all I care about, or arrow keys and Z, same thing. Theme explanation. I wasn't able to make as much as I would like thanks to mental instability. Therefore, I follow the theme perfectly. I'm doing much better now. Okay, that's a little concerning, but I hope everything is better. This game is mainly inspired by Undertale and Deltarune. I was hoping to iterate on the mechanics from both of these. I think that in its current form, this is fine for a jam game, but I want to make it a bit more now than it is. To follow my inspiration, I want to make more thematic and interesting battles, more interesting story. I will, of course, keep my two little lads I made. Credit, Kenny Asset, and screenshots. Okay, that was quite thorough. Full screen! Oh, okay. This music certainly makes me very concerned. Oh, these buttons actually work. Nice. Credits. Tools, Godot, Ace Upright, Element Mess. Oh, interesting. So you use the Linux multimedia studio, or I think it's called. That's I never. I've been trying to get myself to learn how to use that, and I keep failing to motivate myself to learn it. But very cool. If you play the previous version and something broken between updates, it might help to delete your save. Okay, cool. Uh, all right, I'm using the controller, and it seems to work. Oh, interesting collision. Oh, okay. I think I understand now. So the collider of this character, if I had to guess, is literally around their feet and bottom, which is the same thing that I kind of did with my own game as well. Ah, saving game! Hmm. What a wonderful world! I was talking. Sure, action. Select an action below. Get the banana. The banana was lost. Hey, you buckaroo, looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm. Oh, what happens if I do go to the Shadow Realm? No! The game froze. Uh, eek. Alright, well, that's, that was concerning. Saving game. Saving game. Hey, how's it going, bud? I've got a long weekend ahead of me. You and me both. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to save so many times. I'm not so sure about this whole fungal experience. Oh, I can't spare them. But I can drink juice. Oops, it's acid. Oh, more Shadow Realms. Well, I mean, we learned what happens if you try to go to the Shadow Realm. Uh-oh. Oh no. Did the game freeze? I think the game froze. Hmm. I guess I can try the downloaded version. Queens of Squiggles. Do you think that will do any better? Oh, it doesn't well, I can make it full screen. Never mind. Sure, get the banana. Okay. Drink juice. It's acid. Ouch. Ouch. No feedback when you get hit. You have to actually just look at the meter. Drink juice. Alright, so this is it, bub. Any last words before you go to Little Nash? I'll get the banana. Banana was got. Spare. Yay! Hey, how's it going, bud? Got a long weekend ahead of me. Godot has to convert all my code into JavaScript on the web version, or PC version should be better. Okay, interesting. I'm not so sure about this whole fungal experience. Sure, how about I drink juice? Oh no, not another Shadow Realm. These people and their children's card games. What is it with you with your Yu-Gi-Oh? I have no Yu-Gi-Oh card to give. Oh. Now there's a fork in the road. This room looks interesting. But why? Oh, okay. Whoops. I can't move. There we go, now I can move. Sure are a lot of talking skulls around. Pretty spooky if you ask me. Spooky ghost. You're the first human I've seen in a long time. Oh, that's what humans look like in this universe. Got it. That guy over there has a hoodie. I wish I had a body so I could wear a pretty dress. This purple fungus here is oddly sticky. I like it, but you might not. Okay. Not doing it too much for me. I'm just taking notes of the bugs to work on now. That little blue thing looks like a really old potato. Oh, I can save right here. Saving game. Oh, whoops. I get so trigger happy too. We're ignoring that blue sweater skull person. I came down here with my friends caving once. Now look at me. Oh no. What have I done? It's gonna take forever to get this fungus off. Mainly because I don't have any hands. Are those eyes looking at me? I can't tell because I'm looking away. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of text in this game. I remember when I had flesh. Lucky this fungus keeps me alive. I'm very concerned. I used to like caving until Jeffrey took me here. Now I'm definitely gonna miss prom. You're not missing out much as someone who went to senior prank day or whatever. You made it. This is the end. She got really tired making all this. Maybe there'll be more someday. Well, okay, I guess we're talking to the blue folk. Oh, hi. Sure, I'll take action. Um, let's make a pun. What? Did you get that from your joke book? Carpal tunnel. Oh gosh, don't remind me of my own carpal tunnel. Welcome to the underground. Sand. How was the fall? Ow. Be impressed. Really? If you want to look around, give us a call. Uh, Offer a hot dog. Now isn't the time for hot dogs. We don't see humans often. We're happy you just dropped in. Ouch. Oh, ouch. Double ouch. Well, looks like I'm not gonna be able to spare them. Spaghetti? Time to put out of your misery. You might be right. Oh, so much misery right here. Oh, but joke's on you, I survived. Sand. Fine, I'll make a pun. Alright, looks like they're stuck on a loop. Yeah, they're stuck on a loop. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I mean, I think I got most of the game at this point. It doesn't look like you can actually spare or do anything with them. Fine, so be it. Cool. Um, Actually, the dialogue in particular was really entertaining, and I kind of like not the nonsensical nature of it. So I thought that was pretty unique and enjoyable. Pretty cool. Uh, Obviously there was a lot of bugs to go through, and it was just kind of a pain to run into one after another. So certainly a little bit of stability there would have been a little more, uh, would have been a little more better and enjoyable for my experience. Um, yeah, let's see. So I've already mentioned that I like the dialogue. I actually did really enjoy that system. The Obviously you had this sort of Undertale and Deltarune inspired bullet hell mechanic going on for um, battling. Uh, I did think the action command in its current implementation was a little clunky. And what I mean to say that is like you provide a list, but like that's the thing. It's clear it's supposed to be a list, right? Unfortunately, the bugs were not intentional. Well, it's an unstable theme. I would assume the bugs were 100% intentional. I see. Um, so like I feel like when you put actions into like this, radio button control list, right? Uh, it kind of makes it obvious like it's supposed to be a list per se. I don't know. There's not a whole lot I feel like you can do to make that feel better. Um, I thought from an interaction point perspective, that made it feel very visual novelty, which to be fair, Undertale itself is actually pretty visual novelty when you go through the battle mechanics. So that may actually not be as bad of a thing as I'm making it. Um, I did think the little shadow effect that you had going on was, although glitchy, a little interesting. It certainly creates tension, right? Because it's a cave, like you can't see much forward beyond the walls. So I like the idea of that. I would have certainly liked to see more done with it. You almost have something interesting where like some of the enemies that are running in the background, you can't even see them until like the last minute, right? But then my question would be like, how do you make it so that those non-random generated enemies, how do you make those encounters feel fair but also suspenseful at the same time? So that might be a portion that you might want to explore a little more. Definitely would really well about the notes and not being able to reproduce the bugs before. My comment was a bit of humor from my part. Fair enough. Um, I mean, aesthetically, obviously, there was a lot of reusing a lot of sprites. Fine. That I was None of that really made it particularly offensive. I did generally like the aesthetic, uh, us- despite the fact that it's so minimal, right? There is a sense of consistency. There's a thematic consistency behind it that kind of puts you in like a specific feel, so I enjoyed that element actually. Nothing like, amazing in regards to this is the greatest art ever or anything like that. But still, there's enough character in it to make it feel like its own thing. So I don't never necessarily think that was like a negative. I think the package itself is actually surprisingly good, and you kind of like really undersell yourself in a way. Um, there's obviously a lot of technical things that are like far from done. That's pretty clear to me. The battle system seems very, very rudimentary, not fully fleshed out or well implemented. The you know, there's a weird the save system is currently nonsensical to me. It didn't seem like it didn't do anything. It just, warped me all the way back to the beginning of that level when I expected it to warp me back at that save point. But like, still, you've got this surprisingly solid aesthetic um, put together. Maybe you could pull a little more time on the music. Not too concerned about that. You have this like dialogue that I think is pretty funny, and helps with the world building a bit. Certainly at this point now, I'm asking the question like, what's more, what is it all about this fungus story? Like, what's more going on, or what is the mystery behind it? What is the effect of consuming it? Do Is it a story that I'm going to become a skull at some point, right? So it's creating a lot of interesting, intriguing questions as I'm exploring, and I like that. Um, I guess at this point, I'd like to see the battle mechanics fleshed out a little more, which you already know. Um, I would like to see a little bit of balancing here and there. Perhaps, for example, items that helps you heal mid battle. It seems like your HP resets each battle, which actually, believe it or not, I like. That's a very Xenoblade Chronicles move, and or South Park uh, RPG game moves, but it's still like it's kind of like a good way to keep everything fresh. So overall, like I found it surprisingly enjoyable for what's there, and certainly would like to see more. Anything else beyond that, I guess? Hi, Dante. Okay. Yeah. So I guess should I wait a little bit for everyone's submission, or should I move on to just choosing like a random Ludum Dare game here? I'm perfectly fine doing either at this point. Thank you so much for all the feedback. Yeah, no problem. Happy to help. If for whatever reason you would like to check out our game, I helped work on the Black Cat Apothecary. I cannot pronounce this word. I'm sure my teammates are watching this stream and feeling very ashamed. But yeah, I did work on this game, mainly on the tools and the UI stuff, so that the writer and the artist can very quickly assemble the game together. So, link. Sure. I think if you just type in exclamation point submit, it will link to a form, and that form itself will bring to it, like so. I really just need a second pair of eyes on the game. I'm going to figure out rebuilding a game from scratch so it's less buggy in the future. Fair enough. And again, remember that you can just type in exclamation submit if you have a Ludum Dare game to submit. I'm gonna go right on. Oh, the builders. Nice. I might take a brief break after this. Just submitted mine. Sweet. But the builders. Save. Alright, sweet. You're on an expedition on Enceladus. I feel like I should know how to pronounce this, given the fact that I literally made a game about it. I'll get to your team's game tonight. Thank you for the stream. No problem. You're on an expedition on a Saturn's moon when an anomalous earthquake give the situation a turn. This is a walking simulator, but with a bit of action heavy on suspense and a bit of terror. Have fun. Linux version not tested. I should have switched to my Linux partition and play the game that way, so that you'll feel the tense feeling of checking to see if a game actually works on Linux. But it's a Unity game. Cool. The builders. Oh, there's music. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Oh, hi. WAS. Oh, thank you for putting this together. WASD and E to use. Does this have the Unity problem of when you can just jump across anywhere? The answer is yes. Hello, can we submit our game? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay, there's a lot of comments I need to go through. Lol, no, haha. I have someone that told me it was gonna test it on Linux, but nothing came out of it. OMG, that's a butt. Lol, you should have exited from the main entrance. Sweet. Yeah, so Unity's first-person controller, their slope detection mechanic script is horribly broken. So like, I don't know about you, but I find this entertaining. I've genuinely have been debating about making just this mountain climbing simulator at one point. Oh, you can even run. Nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's so much to look in this world. It's so big. The height map is so large. My game is not the only out of bounds game. Alright, yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna say this was not intentional. I'm gonna say that was not intentional, and let's try going back to normal. John, are you okay? We're detecting several breaches in the habitation area. Oh, okay, so... Wait, what did I do to make that happen? I hit my head. I think I am bleeding, but I can manage. What happened? Our scanners are going crazy. My computer is ruined, but previous readings suggested an anomalous earthquake. I still don't know what's going on. We have some malfunction on our sensors. Something huge is happening. Seems Enceladus no longer wants us here. We need to evacuate until we get a better idea of what's going on. Yeah, let's evacuate. You should try getting some reading before going with Robert to evacuate. Can you reach the biome? I'm already suited, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just check the computers and leave. On it, over and out. Okay, very cool. Ah! Left biome, right biome 2. Ahead, biome 2. Yeah, let's go to biome 2. We are building. John, are you still in the dark? We do not see any celestial body not blocking the sun from Enceladus. Maybe it is just a big stray asteroid or some anomaly on the atmosphere. I'm not alone. What? Have you caught up with Robert? There's something else here. An alien form? Are you sure? Yeah, just tell them. So a sign and messages from the computer? What should I do? Proceed as planned. Satellite images don't show anything, but we'll try to search more thoroughly. For what you tell us, if there is something out there that, it wants nothing with us. Either we just grab Robert and leave. That's an order, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. Alright, now I feel compelled to go back to Biome 1. Oh my god, I really need to railroad better. Go to the left one. Oh, sweet. Turned into night. I suddenly lost ability to jump, but that's okay, because this game does not require me to jump. Sure, use. John, we have received another pulse from the planet. Everything is dark. No, it's not that dark. It went dark all of a sudden. While the sun is working here on Earth, we must have missed some planet eclipsing you. Maybe some stray asteroid from Saturn's ring. I will check the computer. Insert command. Check the stellar data. No anomaly found. Next eclipse in 16,000 days. Previous eclipse was all that. Continue. Oh, wait, what? Why is the continue suddenly there? The same thing when my games have real... I love how every character is named. I do the same thing when my games has character. Sure, let's check the eco data. Current analysis suggests foreign interference with the current data. Insert command. Check the biosphere network. 1 and 4 online, 2 and 3 are offline. Okay. So that's concerning. Hello, John. Mission control. Your kind never asked permission to land, much less to build here. I mean, your moon is literally just a bunch of water, okay? We just wanted to land on water. Who's this? Maybe we should build wherever we want? Why not? We could establish diplomatic ties wherever you are. We don't want ties. We don't do diplomacy. And we will start building. Who are you? The computer turns itself off. I should leave and head to Biome 2. Can I go back in there? Yes, I can. Oh, okay, so there's just this weird spotlight that's gonna be stuck there forever and ever. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a weird invisible wall in between here. Interesting. No, it's a cube. It's an invisible cube. Presumably, you're supposed to be ray tracing and looking through raycasting here, and that prompts the use. We are building. Each piece makes the structure more unstable. Out of curiosity, is this actually a texture? It is. Huh. Each piece makes it more a part of us. It's a cube with 3D text on it. Oh, okay. Each piece gives us more power over the estate. Oh, I can't jump. Darn. I want to be part of you. Come on. Darn. There's a lot more mountains than I thought. Alright, cool. Ah! Robert is dead. John, we managed to contact Robert. He's waiting you to start the ship. Did he mention anything? He mentioned something like an EMP exploding somewhere near. Most of his electronics are gone, but he managed with an auxiliary power source. He has already prepared everything in case it happens again, but better not risk it. I'll keep going. Cool. Let's head back to Biome 1. Reminds me of the scene in Interstellar. Each piece gives more power over the estate. Yeah. So, there's nothing. You're not gonna stop me. So, just to kind of review real quick, in actual science, that our current knowledge of the Enceladus moon, I mean, Saturn and both Jupiter and Saturn already radiate, so they kind of act like their own sun, right? So that's the question, right? Is there life on the moon because the planets themselves can act like a sun? And if memory serves correct, both Enceladus and like um, a couple of other moons on Jupiter and Saturn, they're obviously ice water bodies. Like there's ice covering over it, and there's water in there. But seem to recall like a few of them, scientists noticed while taking photos that they have water vapor coming out. The real question is the world flat? Fair enough. Um, water vapor is coming out, right? So there was a question like maybe it's warm enough for fish like microbials or whatever biomes to exist. Maybe there's something sort of maybe there's actual life in there or something. Didn't we send a rover? Titan, thank you. Titan was the No, we did not send a rover. It was like a telescope or something. But yeah, no, we did send over like a satellite to Titan or whatever. That's right. So like we're there trying to figure out like, hey, maybe there is life here or something. Oh, this is interesting. Is this No, there's an actual fog volume there. Interesting. I was thinking like, is this a post-processing effect? But no, there's an actual fog volume here. No, well, I mean, I know it was intentional. It was just really interesting from like uh yes. Cool. Did I just drop? Oh my goodness, something's wrong with the gravitational field here. I like pulling science in my games, but screw with my game universe being the other side of the terrestrial planet. Well, I mean, Enceladus is not a planet. Alright, let's test that one more time. Okay, so there's a fog. Is there a little bit of ambient occlusion going on here? Interesting. Oh, weird. The gravity is really, really high. Uh, what's this? What's this? It's all very new. Alright, well, cool. Nice to see ya. Boom! Oh, apparently that character had something really important to talk about, and I didn't know. planets, moon, and something like that. It's mostly the fact of travel. Um, it's mostly the fact of travel. Physical objects can't really travel at the speed of light now, can they? A strange voice comes out from your comms device. It's not mission control. Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured it out yet? Stay silent. Where do you think we are building? Huron and Cladis. An awkward silence with a lingering scent of a no floats. You feel a chill. The answer appears printed on your brain. Huron and Cladis. Oh, we can keep doing this! Wow, they are very, very stubborn. Alright, fine, on our network. On Earth. There is no answer, but suddenly you feel something in you. A joy that is not yours. Stay defiantly silent. The joy grows stronger. You can barely contain the laughter that is not yours. Suddenly, you feel a thrill, the same feeling you had when you were hunting with your dad. Your own mouth starts moving. Don't worry, Structure. We grow stronger the more you think of us. So, keep talking. Oh, hey, I can move a little bit. Neat. I mean, heck is a nice place to go to. Boom. Look, we made it to Biome 2. We obviously have to go check out Biome 1 and see how it looks. Oh, that's cool. Okay, you cannot read any of these texts. Or at least I can't. You know, this is actually like a really cool effect for me because the station does not look like you're getting. At least you have more. At least the station kind of looks like it's not getting closer whatsoever for a good duration of that. So like that actually instilled for a good long while a significant dread in me. I'm like, oh, did I make the wrong decision? But nope. I can in fact make it here and walk in. Hi. Okay, good. You're all safe and sound. I just needed to make sure. No, I'm not feeling particularly adventurous at this point. Now, here's the problem. Can I find my way back? So first off, this is the entrance. And then if I don't move my mouse and just hold forward, that should lead me there. Uh, there's a sign. Each piece makes us... Yeah, okay, so we're going the right way. Also, can I know what exactly is going on? Well, I mean, we have a stability meter. Yeah, it's a bit of a Yeah, it's a bit part of a mystery. He'll get to the part. Shame he did not talk with the alien. too cold. Bring the re. You know, how does this place look now? Oh, see? That's kind of beautiful. I kind of like this. I don't know if the aliens were expecting this nice and stealthy route. Aw, it looks like the game designers thought this through. Uh, don't look at the fire, it'll make you go crazy. Says Dante. Okay. I mean, I'm still rock climbing here. Oh no, have I done it? Have I went too little too far? It's just Oh, here it is. Okay. It's nice that the crosshairs are there to tell me how I'm going to recast. Try going a bit down. No, see these little borders of the mountains? It looks nice. Okay, fine. I'll go a little bit down. Alright. Looks like we made it. I think the next dialogue is a little back now. Congrats, you made it to... Oh, hey, it's Robert! We meet again. Hi! Sarah? Oh, my dear John, I've missed you. You feel a lump in your throat. She is dead, but she is here. No, this is actually a cool effect. I like this. Very cool. Stay silent. John, don't you love me? Stay silent. Please talk to me. I love you. Do you remember where you took me to our honeymoon? Stay silent. Seems like this will be a one-sided conversation. Stay silent. John, please, stay here. We can be together. You will never leave. You are mine. Oh, ouch. Neat. Oh, that's where the fire was. Interesting. I mean, we know where the monsters will not approach us. We just have to go to the mountains. Run to the ship. Press 1 to draw your gun. Oh, okay. Oh, what's this? Neat. Oh, there's trees. Okay, got it. I don't know if guns will work in space. Probably. I mean, mountains work in space, so... Oh, I ran out of bullets. Oh, you can even zoom in. Neat. Bored. Why would I want to do that? That's like going back to Earth. Maybe it's impulsed by oxygen? Alright, fine game. I love that door. The snow is still orange. Fine game. I'll do the cool thing and not even look at the ship while I board. John, stop firing! I activated the EMP. Are you okay now? Oh, I saw there were zombies. For me, it was clowns. I was lucky to figure out that there were nanomachines and the EMP would just wipe them out. I almost felt myself getting gone because my stability is still higher than 20. Do you feel better? No, but I'll manage. Let's get out of here. I'll contact mission control. You control. We got a good ending! We did it! We got the good ending! How much dialogue did I end up skipping by accident? I've already pulled a substantial amount of time on this. No, I like this. This is pretty good. A fair share, fair enough. Yeah, it sounds like I should have talked to an alien. That's my bad. Mea culpa. Believe it or not, I actually enjoyed this a little more than I made it out to be. But I think I must say, I am impressed. What, with my mountain climbing abilities? My instinct was that if this was a character that was sort of chasing after you, and they still had gravity applied to it, then maybe they'll have a hard time climbing up the mountain, so that's what I did. Now I do want to see how the bad ending looks like, but we'll get there eventually. No, I thought this was pretty good. I was a little annoyed. Like, you already have this control scheme where, you use a WASD and they agree with me that you have limitless potential. Yes. Thank you, Half-Life. What was I going to say? You already have this control scheme where you use the E button to interact, right? So then proceeding through the dialogue, I felt like you could use a little bit of the E key since that seemed sort of like uniform, but no, you had to click. Um, and I don't know if you made it so that the arrow keys worked. So, funny story, I have not played Half-Life 2 at all, so I just happen to know the reference, but that's it. Let's see. You have limitless potential. Is that the first one? I think that's the second one. Although, yeah, the first one certainly, G-Man, uh, says some really blurry one. Yeah, figures. Anyways, where was I getting at? No, I think the story presentation is fine. I do like the way it slowly builds up. You have this weird sort of surrealism going on with the signs. And certainly that creates an interesting implication, like the WASD to move and E to interact. Like, who put that sign there, right? So you're already implanting a mystery within the first second of the game while the player is trying to learn how the controls work. Incidentally, speaking of how the controls work, it might have been a good idea to add in a sign indicating that moving the mouse would turn you around. Um, so that's kind of like a really cool idea. That would have been really useful to kind of get the just kind of nudge the player that hey maybe you want to move the mouse around to look around, and then the arrow keys to move. So that would have been a little nice. Um, I do. I generally like the dialogue. The music is pretty darn good. I assume they're taken. Yeah, the ratings on music is not there, so I figured correctly. Um, uh, the pacing was actually surprisingly good. Disregarding the fact that I am a complete jerk and I'm obsessed with Biome One, right? I thought that I can tell that the pacing of the story was such that it felt like you're constantly proceeding. So I think that was good. Um, I did the stability meter. I don't know. I have a bit of a mixed feeling about you suddenly showing the stability meter at the top of the screen. Um, uh, it may have been more interesting to not quantify that, um, because you already have these like really interesting visual effects, right? Where like trees suddenly pop in, the monster suddenly shows up for some reason. I thought it would be really cool and interesting to have it so that like when as you're lowering on your stability, the visuals would glitch out more significantly as a consequence of that. It would have been really cool, in other words, if that wasn't a bar and there was some sort of like actual visual thing to tell you that and kind of make you imply, like find out for yourself that that was the thing that's going on. Um, yeah, that'd be better than have the time. If this is going to be expanded into a bigger project, I say the puzzle solving like Amnesia or Penumbra should be added too. That'll be interesting. Yeah, Amnesia was a big influence here. Um, Generally speaking, the dialogue was really good, and that's definitely one of the biggest strengths of this game. I did um, the very nice use of the assets. Like I mean the art is obviously taken out here, so I'm assuming these are all pre-made assets. I think they were coordinated well. I genuinely think they were coordinated well, and uh, with probably the exception of Sarah, which I think was probably a deliberate choice. With the probable exception of Sarah, I did think most things felt in universe. So there was nothing there. There was no art choices there that I thought was really weird or awkward. So most of that really felt like it came together. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. This was very fun to me, um, even with all the shenanigans I threw at it. Oh my goodness, there's so many more. I'm going to take a brief break if you don't mind me, and I'll be right back for this. That's the wrong card. The Be Right Back card is what I'm looking for. That is not the Be Right Back card. This is a Be Right Back card. There we go. Yeah, I'll be right back. Just a brief, taking a brief break. All right. Hopefully I didn't take too long. Let's get right back to this. Okay. There's a. Oh, sorry, I can't watch today, but hope you like it. There's boat history and Destructo. Is Etriel Jr. here? I think so. Oh, oops. I don't see Etriel Jr. But I do see. Do I see JPEG FG? I don't see JPEG FG either. Um, hey, Matsu. Or maybe this is just not up to date. I am going to prioritize on those who are actually watching the stream, so that's the reason why I'm asking. But it doesn't say Matu is on either, so that's really, really strange. Scavator 418, I'm here. I am. Uh, which one? Okay, Matu is here. Nah. Um, which one was your entry, Scavator? Scavator. Ezekiel and the Fake World. Okay. Jenny B. Boat history. I'll go with Volatile for the time being. I don't know if I don't know. Yeah, I swear I submitted my game. Interesting. Try submitting it again. Does it let you do that? It should. Let's see if it didn't accidentally get into these other random. No, it didn't. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I'll start with Volatile. Did I boat history? No, that was not it. Does it matter if I use the web game versus the Windows game? Matthew? Hey, okay. Sorry, I thought I heard of that username before. Sure, the game might be a generic bullet hell shooter, but it's a fun generic bullet hell shooter. Any feedback you give will be greatly appreciated. It's my first game jam, so I think I did really well. Give the game a shot and tell me what you think. By the way, if you leave a comment and review the game, I'll do the same for yours. Thanks. I don't think so. I haven't had any problems. I haven't had any problems. If you're running a low-end computer, then download would probably be better. Okay. Well, let's see if this full screens. Oh, yep, it does. Sure. No sound. Not just kidding. And that powers off. I don't think it liked that. Oh, no, oh, no. Let's try that again. Uh, let's say the player speed increase, yeah. Cool. Less recoil? I see where the theme comes from now. Um, sure, shield radius and shield slowdown. What did the shield do? Player speed, less recoil. Let's upgrade everything. What did the shield do? Game over. Okay, well, looks like the shield blows down the bullets. Oh, you're right. Okay, got it. Darn. All right. Well, looks like I'm going to somehow. Can I know your game so I can play it later? It's on the submit forum. Submit forum. Submit form is what I meant to say. Golly. Ba-da-da. Pa-da, pa-da. Pa-da, 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 pa-da. Oh, darn. Okay, I see how the... Do I see how the multiplier works? No, I don't see how the multiplier works. Okay, yeah, you have to... The closer you are to the enemy, it sounds like the more points they give. Oh, okay. Darn. Alright, my strategy... Multiplier increases with time. Points are random, just... Oh, that's my fault. Oh, come on. There we go. Darn. I'm not staying alive very long. Alright, yeah, let's go for player speed. I can't see. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Darn. The game is definitely unforgiving, which might prove upon post-jam. No, I'm enjoying it so far. So far I feel like a lot of my shenanigans is just hurting me. Similar to how it hurt me in the last game. Ah, darn. I will say the multiples of 10 may not have been the best idea. Oh, that was just honestly laziness on my part. Darn. Because you have this like really interesting idea where it's like, what if we make it so that shooting the bullets would cause a lot of recoil, right? So like I have a that creates a lot of interesting decision making process, but then like the enemies only spawn from the edges of the screen. So then I will feel compelled to then the optimal strategy becomes to stick only to the center of the screen so that you have the maximum amount of distance from all the enemies. And I'm not sure I like that there's an optimal strategy to this game. Whoops, I probably should have bought something. Oh, whoops, less recoil. Yeah, no, that would work. Yeah, I would agree with that. I guess, like, technically it's not a bad thing to have an optimal strategy for one thing, but, like, I don't know. I feel like games that constantly require me to change my strategies over time is the ones that is the one I gravitate towards, and it allows me to, you know, what holds my attention longer, right? Uh, oh, okay. Like the other strategy I have would be, you know, to the other strategy I would have is like to fire a lot and just try to survive that. And maybe that was the intent, but you know, that's obviously not how I'm playing. Well, no, actually, it's worth a shot. Like, is that the best way to play? Because you're introducing like both the backspeed and also this like ricochet effect. So I'm wondering if like any one of these. I'm wondering what like becomes the optimal strategy at that point. Oh, okay. Ah, darn, so close. And no, that's not the best way to play. Okay, well, let's get the slowdown in there. Aww. Well, it sounds like the longer you survive, the better, so... Okay, the recoil is small enough that I can do this longer. So the one thing I like about the recoil is that it forces you to think, right? Like every shot now counts because of it. So to me, that's that's like a very simple mechanic added in. I played this one; it's really good. To me, it's like a really simple mechanic that's added in to make certain decisions more interesting than just normal firing. And I actually genuinely like that. I think it's a cool mechanic that you've added in there. Um, also feel like the way, either because of the ship being too large or for whatever reason, it's not really gratifying to me. Like I can't think of a good way to take advantage of the recoil. Uh, Darn, that was me not paying attention. Oh, if you didn't comment, I didn't play it then. Looks like there's a conversation going on in the chat. That's cool. Whoop, 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 whoop. kind of ironic that the power-ups is there to make this game feel normal, which I have feelings about that when you've already started with a very abnormal game. So it's like, don't you want to keep it that way? Darn. Sure, I'll play a little more. Yeah, I would need to improve upon a lot of aspects of the game, especially the mechanics of the recoil. Oh, well, that was on me. So, like, a random idea I have, and again, the problem. This looks really hard, but it looks like something I'll play. The problem I'm trying to solve here, because at least for me, the important thing about feedback is identifying problems, and then hopefully you'll come up with a better solution as a consequence of it. But the problem I'm seeing is, the recoil, the shield, and not just absorb it as usual. The recoil, I want it to be more interesting. So, like, a throwaway idea I have is, like, it temporarily makes you, like, create sort of like I want to say a shield or a bullet, maybe, on the opposite direction that or on the direction that you're moving, as a part of that recoil, right? So, by doing so, you can attack in that direction. And the advantage of attacking using a recoil instead of a bullet is that it doesn't ricochet. So again, the problem I'm trying to solve is make the recoil interesting. Because I don't think it does that. Because, like, I don't know about you, but playing this specific way that I'm doing right now isn't exactly fun to me. It feels like very run and gun. And, like, sure, some people will find it fun, but to me, it's like this is a very generic point and click gameplay. I'm being really critical here, but, like, there's actually some, like, a really good core here that I like. So I don't know. I really like the ricochets actually a lot. It's a really interesting risk versus reward mechanic. And I really like what you did, which is, like, in a normal bullet hell game, firing bullets, willy-nilly. It was just added because I wanted to make the movement more interesting. And I just had the idea to make the upgrade system, so I scaled the recoil up a ton. Interesting. I don't know. To me, like, you added in these mechanics to make firing like a really careful decision-making process. And to me, that's really, like, exciting. I like what you're doing there, and there's a lot of really cool things. There's a lot of really cool emergent properties from doing that. I also just feel like this. Oh, interesting. So when the bullet hits the red enemies, it turns it into another bullet. So you want to kill them as soon as possible instead. Interesting. See, like, I'm making a lot of complex decisions right now, and that to me is really, darn. But yeah, no, there's a lot of complex decision making process I'm making there right now, and I'm just really entertained by that. That to me is the more interesting part and where this game shines, in my opinion. Um, whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, hut, 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 chaw. Me exaggerating aside. Whoop, darn. I thought I was so close. Oh, I got another 40 anyways. Ah. When I was making a graphic, I just did super simple shapes and added in a little post-processing, a little bit of shader code, and a ton of particle effects. Yeah, that's about how you do these kind of things, I'd say. It would be nice if there was a little bit of foreshadowing on when and where the enemies would appear, because it's a little hard to, if you're on the edge of the screen, it's a little hard to react. So like, if you can pull in like a, maybe 2 or 3 second timer arrow or indicator saying this is where the enemy will appear next, so that I know to avoid where to hang around on the edge of the screen. That would be great, because that's one of the less fair parts of the game. Oh no, that was on me. Yep, yep, pop, part. Okay, I should move on to the next game after I get this one power up and see how it feels like. I think my, oh golly, the night vision is turning on too. Sure, let's buy the player speed, fully upgraded. Oh no, oh no. Ah, okay, I think I'm good. Thank you. I actually, oh, that's right. This is a web game. No, I actually enjoyed this. Give me a minute. That is still the wrong card. Blurg. I need to update my Windows settings. Night light. Can you please turn off for a minute? Turn off now. Whoops. All right, I'm back. No, I enjoyed this. This was really interesting. Um, as mentioned earlier, there's the number of mechanics that you have in here. In my opinion, don't quite come together. There's like really interesting ideas in here, right? I like the bullet ricochets and the fact that it can kill you. I like the recoil, and like those two mechanics alone like really forces the player to rethink how they play this game compared to any other bullet hell games, because in any other bullet hell game is like, let's face it, you just shoot and fire, right? Some of them make that decision making process a little more interesting by making it so that if you hold the fire button again, like you get slower. So like making the decision of whether you should fire or not matter is something that you've managed to make it work on this game, in my opinion. And so like that is the strength, I think, of the game itself. Uh, I would like to see then those I would like to see that you like kind of push towards how can I make the recoil interesting? How can I make the bullet bouncing more interesting? What can I do to make the player want to take advantage of that, but also realize how much risk they're adding in doing so? I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I think you could push more towards like you have up to a point where like I as a player is am thinking about the accuracy of the shots that I am firing. Um, so that creates one optimal way of playing the game. I'm wondering if there's something more interesting you can add for the recoil and the bullet bouncing so that there are ways, other ways to optimize the game that feels just as interesting, as entertaining, and as, you know, uh, quantity-wise gratifying as, precision firing. I was actually thinking of a skill tree to allow multiple play styles. Yeah, no. Uh, I feel like the way it currently it uh is kind of fun on its own. Like it already is in a way. I feel like it's open to multiple play styles anyways. And at that point, it's just a matter of players' decision on which play style they want to go for. But I can see that working too. Very interesting. All right, as a kill in the fake world, you've been online for long enough. I better get to it. So let's do that. I think there was a question on what my entry was. Should I post my entry in there in the chat? Oh, pardon me. I'm going to go right on ahead and actually download this. Uh, should I be using 1.1 or a Trail Junior? Whichever you'd like. I mean, it sounds like the same thing, so. I am judging. So if you think 1.01 shouldn't be used for judging purposes, then let me know. Yeah, I'm willing to go for a few more games. It's right now 9 o'clock here, Central. Oh, okay. So it was a please read. A man named Ezekiel wants to relax on the beach and goes to the scientists and asks if they can place him on a simulated world where he can relax on a beach. The scientists agree, but a malfunction happens and the computer gets destroyed. The world changes for Ezekiel as he does not know what is going on. Arrow keys to move, Z is to jump. Music is apparently Donkey Kong Land. Okay, let's close that. I don't know why I had that open. Poor Ezekiel. So Ezekiel in the fake world. Run anyway. Yay, G develop. They're the same, just fixes a spelling error. The first cutscene is polished a tiny bit and the camera is a bit more zoomed in. Okay, give me a minute. I need to drink a little more water because my throat is parched. I actually drank through more water than I expected. The shakes. Oh, nice, cool. Alright, cool. Does jump do anything? Oh, Z, right. Alright, cannot jump off the edge, cool. This game is very bright. I bookmarked your game, so I'll play in a bit. Sweet. Oh, interesting. That's how you do that. I like the parallax going on there in the background. That's very cool. Is the cloud going to kill me? No, the cloud is not going to kill me. Cool. Okay, what? Oh goodness, that is the that is the tallest death ceiling there. Actually, what happens when you just lose all your health? Okay, so I'm already not liking the camera. It's not giving me a look ahead. The parallax was made by Cthulhu accident. Interesting. So, comment about camera. When you're moving towards the left, notice how your character, there's a little lag in it, so your character, there's less of the right, when I'm moving to the right that is, there's less right screen estate to see through. So to me, like, that's a big no-no, right? In a typical platformer, being able to see more to the right as you're moving to the right is far more important than you know, having the camera lag behind, because the effect is nice and it at least makes it clear that I can see the character, but I want to see more of what's ahead because there's already a ton of like a ton of characters that I had to fight against. Okay, you added in the water physics there. Very cool. You tried fixing that in the new version. Okay, good. So you've actually taken care into account. Do you just die here? Yes. I had to make sure. Okay, so interesting. You're introducing a lot of interesting mechanics and quick succession. And the death plane is super duper high. Interesting. Oh. I guess I survived that one? Use my invincibility for iframes. Oh, okay, right. Oh, moon! Using my iframes! To be continued. Because it wasn't that high, you would see that those islands are floating. Because if it wasn't that high, you would see that those islands are floating. Oh, interesting. The end. Okay. As someone who've actually played around with GDevelop, I have to give some props. It's pretty impressive for the short amount of time you're given with that game engine. It's a very easy to use game engine, to be clear, and you obviously added in a lot of like these really cool mechanics, right? To just kind of throw around and see what happens in a platformer setting. And oh my goodness, I'm just dying over and over again. Do you like GDevelop? So I use Construct more often than not, and I tend to like Construct a little more. I think GDevelop is certainly a good alternative if I need more features than Construct Free version gives me. Oh, there was some foreshadowing in there. Interesting. Darn. Because I hate it. Auto mod didn't like me using, Oh, interesting. So like the ice physics seems to kick in as soon as you stand in the middle of it. Interesting. Can I... Oh no, it looks like I'm just gonna have to iframe this. No, there's some actually like clever level design here that I kind of like. You're introducing a lot of things, but in a way that doesn't surprise me significantly. Yeah, it is very much not optimized. I give you that. Oh, pop, 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 pop. Darn. Okay, well, I think I got the most of that. Like, have you worked with Construct before, Excavator? Incidentally? Unoptimized, a lot of useless things. Sometimes code doesn't work when it should. I haven't. That might be. I mean, it's obviously a paid game engine. But there is a free trial for it. It might be interesting playing around with that because I've worked with Click Team Fusion, however. Oh, I haven't played with Click Team Fusion. Well, anyways, Construct is probably the alternative that GDevelop was made for, right? So everything that GDevelop was kind of designed around was basically the way Construct is. I do think it is a better of the two game engines, so it might be worth playing around with that and see if you like the design of that better. But it's totally understandable if you don't particularly like either of them. It'll be really interesting. Anyways, I gotta talk about the game. Uh, I used Click Team Fusion, but I had it pirated, so when I bought myself a new computer, I got GDevelop. Now I'm switching to Godot. You know what? Fair enough. I can't complain about that decision I'm making either. All right, I gotta talk about the game. I wanted to say the level design in the game is actually surprisingly clever. There's a lot of very smart decision making process in the way you have these levels. Like you're introducing new elements to the game in a very, very rapid fashion. But like I didn't feel disoriented doing so, right? The first thing, like one of the first mechanics outside of jumping is like this whole water swimming mechanic, right? And it kind of flowed in a way that really felt natural. Um, so like props to that. I thought I definitely was impressed from that portion alone. I didn't think the game was too difficult per se, but I think for the short experience that you're aiming for, that would have been just fine. Um, I think the enemies are like really, really small, so it's hard for me to actually land on top of them and Goomba jump. So that was a little confusing to me. That that uh, that interaction um, was difficult to execute. It may also just be that the character, Ezekiel himself or itself, I don't know, moves a little too fast, in my opinion, to make that worth a decision making, to make that decision making process worth making, with a few exceptions like platforming stuff. But no, there's a lot of like clever game designs, um, decision making process here that I do like. Um, I think it's very much a Mario-like platformer, very fast-paced. Um, I don't. I think compared to a Mario platformer, it doesn't seem to optimize too much on like precision platforming. So I didn't really see that going on. I did see like the each level kind of really emphasizing certain mechanics, with the sole exception of the ice world. The ice world has the slippery ice platform, and that seems underutilized in my opinion. But the ice breaking, for example, is really interesting to me. There was a lot of emphasis on figuring out how to utilize that well as you progress through the level, right? And then there was a whole moon physics things where like you had to contemplate with dealing with moon physics. I really like that sort of aspect of it, where like the level design felt gradual. It felt natural in the sense that it kept on introducing new elements, but like those elements were taught well. And when you really got to the hard parts, like uh, it made me think carefully. Like it felt like me being tested of what I learned, for example. So no, there was some pretty good stuff here. I actually genuinely enjoyed playing this game, even if working with the game engine was not all that fun at all. So pretty enjoyed it. Pretty cool. There was Etriel Jr. Also, I can teach you the ins and outs. Himself. Oh, of Uskill, right. An out of bounds technique. I'm good for now. We'll go with boat history next, correct? While we're here, is JPEG FG also on? Oh, I am here. Cool. Okay, there's only the web, and you said it was a construct game, so that makes sense. Well, I absolutely thank you for playing my game. I appreciate it a lot. Good night, sir. Good sir. Thank you. Uh, this story of a this is a story of a little boat that got stranded, and with the magic and a dream of a child, make it return to the sea. Caution: game a simple appearance that will challenge you to your limit. Will you be able to win this challenge? Oh no, it's Quap, isn't it? No, this is a story. Just made me go like, this is a story of a girl who drowned the whole world, or something like that. I forget the title of that song, but whatever. Gotta get my drinks. I probably need to grab some more water after this. This is a story of a little boat that got stranded, and when the magic and dream of a child made it return to the sea. This is a song. Left mouse button for create water and take the boat out to the sea. Oh, interesting. Wait, what is this soft body mechanic? I hope you have fun. Yeah, what is the soft body mechanic? When did Construct have soft bodies? I forgot. It's been a while. Oh, okay. Oh, you can apparently drop water in that direction. Interesting. Okay, so the boat has a mind of its own. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, you get stuck there. That is a long stage. What the heck? Oh, there's a key mechanic. There's a key mechanic. There's a key and gate mechanic, and I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. No. Now the question is, which key leads to which door? If I had to guess, probably this one I'm going for leads to the bottom. No? Okay. Wait, is there more on the top right there? I gotta find out. No, okay, there's nothing. This is actually really interesting. I like the physics puzzle aspect of it. I do feel it's a little limited in its implementation. I see what's going on here, and I don't like it. No, I don't like it one bit. I don't like it one bit. Okay. Oh, the boat does not like that one bit either. Come on, boat. You and me as a team. Boat, I said you and me as a team. Come on. This doesn't feel fun. Oh no. Whoop. Okay. Okay, so if I think a little harder and try to make the soft bodies... Oh. So, compliments where compliment is due. Using the saw blades as like a danger thing is a very good idea. It very much tells me that sphere collider is something I should be avoiding. So good design choices there, good visual design choices there. It helps inform the player without needing to explain with them, like, hey, these are things you want to avoid. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Try to move smoothly with the mouse and use the wall to support the boat on the way up. It's the water pressure that moves the boat and not the mouse. Darn. It's come to this, hasn't it? It also doesn't help that the water draining sounds an awful lot like the toilet flushing, too. No. Oh no! I thought I had it. Oh no! This child does not dream big. No, they dream small. Oh, I can't. I can't. I can't. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Oh, okay. Hi, Sawblade. I'm glad we were able to make acquaintance with each other. The phrase I heard most people say, oh no! Oh no! Well, I mean, if that's what gets the clicks, I guess I gotta also say oh no too. Oh no 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 no. I lost all sense of rhythm. Oh no 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 oh no 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 oh yes oh yes oh yes oh yes oh yeah. A gentle touch. Oh no! Don't you KK at me. Yeah! I mean, I am getting better at this game, so credit's where credit is due. Extraordinary. How did I do that? I wish I knew. How did I do that? I wish I knew. Wait, what? Extraordinary. You know, I don't feel bad about that. Go to the end of the wall, then turn. Nice. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ah! Oh, the suspense. Are you not entertained? Go to the wall and turn. Nice. It won't be so bad to get the key again, lol. Oh, whoops. Okay. So it looks like you need to do a little bit of prep work here. I mean, technically you don't have to, but... How did I do that? I'm having a lot of fun. Good. This is interesting, the way this part is presented. Okay. Oh, this is such a... this is gonna be a pain, I can tell. Come on, ship. You have just a tiny... How am I supposed to fit there? Is it actually possible to fit there? Because it visually looks like the boat will not fit there. Apparently the answer is yes. Oh my goodness. No, I am not fine. That that's the wrong title. I am not fine. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, this game is breaking me. And I need to talk about the game. Do I really have to? I kind of wish I haven't played it. Okay, me being miserable aside, no, I actually genuinely enjoy this game. This is pretty fun. Um, I really like the movement mechanic actually. I didn't know that Construct had some soft body mechanics, soft body mechanism in there. So that was like just visually entertaining and really cool to watch. Uh, but also from like the gameplay standpoint, like looks can be deceiving. At that first level, you're thinking like, oh, this is doable. Congratulations, I was very happy and honored to come back for another Ludum Dare and have a pleasure of seeing you play another game. Like, you know, you play the first level and you're like, okay, I understand how the mechanics of this goes. I think I can play through it. And it's when the whole you need to move the ship upwards and also be wary of the saw blades part where things got really difficult for me. The general idea that you have to keep the boat level while traveling long horizontal distances was a really huge struggle for me to comprehend and utilize. Um, I'm assuming there's some sort of is it actually using soft body forces or is it just using like radial spot force, sort of like an explosive force coming out from your mouse? I feel like it's using actual buoyancy. It definitely felt like that here, which is actually really interesting and a surprisingly complex thing to do, even in a 2D dimension. So props there. Aesthetically, very solid. Music choices were pretty darn good. Were you the one that actually made the music? Because I believe Ludum Dare pretty explicitly states you should not be allowed to rate music and or graphics if that was also something you didn't make. But I assume you did because it looks original to me. Um, but the audio, if that was also something that you created yourself, then yeah. Um, Pretty impressed for the most part. I would have liked to see more levels and easier ones specifically to give me a better handling and understanding of how to play the game. Because otherwise, I thought the game was really, really difficult to comprehend and control. Um, it's genuinely a really, really interesting concept. And I like the I like the implementation of it. I like the movement of it. Um, there's a lot more interesting things maybe you could have done with it as well. Maybe there's like a block puzzle, pushing puzzle, for example, that you have to worry about. Um, maybe there's like a scale and weight or like a balance beam seesaw mechanics that you could add in to kind of uh, really add the difficulty to the game. There's a lot of really, really cool ideas that you can further expand this with. Might be interesting to add in like different kind of liquids that you can pour as well. Um, So like from like a very small idea, you have this like really innovative and interesting ideas to come out of it. So I thought this was really entertaining and this was very uh, interesting from my perspective to play around with. So I hope to see more of it, honestly. I'm gonna grab some more water first, and I'll make this the Destructo. I don't know if JPEG FG is online right now, but if they are, then I will make that the last game to work on. I don't see them on the chat actually. Well, like I said, I'll be right back.